Halloween. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Elise.
I'm Amanda.
And we are back with Disney's Insiders. Happy Tuesday. Today is going to be our Halloween special.
Very excited.
So today we're going to be talking about all things Halloween, what Halloween celebrations is happening at Disney, a little bit of Universal's Halloween ones and how they differ, which one you should go to. But we're going to start off with a little fun game.
Of course. Yes.
So, a little earlier ago, we did kind of like a draft game in one of the other shows that we did. And basically you get to choose like your top characters for like a draft. Kind of like a draft way. She'll pick a character, then I'll pick a character to form the ultimate team. And then you get to decide which team that you would prefer. So, of course.
It is Halloween.
It is Halloween. We're going to be doing a villain draft. Ooh. So we're going to choose, we each get to pick, we'll pick, I think, up to 5 villains to try to create our ultimate team of villains. Quick rolls, we're not using Star Wars or like Marvel, that type of stuff. It's more like core Disney.
Yeah. Disney character. Disney villains.
Yes. All right. The thing about the villains in Disney is I feel like there's like the big ones that like everyone will like choose. So we're probably going to have a lot of overlaps.
Oh, you took that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to start? Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll start.
Okay.
All right. This is actually a question though, because I feel like some people might not think of him as a villain. That's why I have a question mark if he is or not.
Oh, okay.
Gaston.
Yeah.
Would you put Gaston as a villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say he's the villain.
You know, then I guess I'll do Gaston. Funny guy.
So we're trying to make this like an as evil as possible, or like make it like a little.
Oh.
Just like you're like what's like. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand like what do I need to build?
Oh, that's true. I was just picking like my
favorites. We can do that.
Or we can do most powerful. We could do that.
We can just pick our favorites and then be like, who are you?
Has the most?
Yeah, who do you think you would not want to go up against? Okay. But Gaston is a good one. He is a popular one.
He's just a fun guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. He used to be in the cavalcades like changed all the time, but he used to be in one of the older cavalcades that don't run anymore. And he would like walk with it and be in the front. And I just always had a blast for that cavalcade just because I love seeing Gaston. Because not that I think he's like the best person, but he's just hilarious. The way that like guests respond to Gaston is awesome.
Yeah. No, he's a really good. He's a really good meet and greet. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so my first one is I feel like I gotta grab one of the powerful ones off the bat. Yeah. So I gotta go with Maleficent.
Okay.
Which everyone should know, it's the Sleeping Beauty villain. She's one of the most popular ones, I feel like.
And most powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. She's the huge dragon. So that's definitely my top pick for my team.
Okay. That's definitely a good one. To be fair, I probably should have taken that one with my first pick.
I know, I feel like I had to take it right away because that one was going to go for sure.
So if you're doing that one, then I'm going to take Evil Queen.
Yeah.
Gotta take the other one.
Yeah.
Evil Queen is Snow White's like stepmother.
I don't know how they're related.
They're like, I don't know, a weird mother-daughter kind of relationship. Yeah. But like,
depending on what movie or show you watch, I feel like it changes. I just watched the original not that long ago, and I kind of got like a stepmother vibe, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
but
like
she's the poisonous apple queen.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay. My second pick, I'm going to go with Hades.
No, that was my next one.
Okay, Hades. Okay. Hades from Hercules, because I had to grab Maleficent right off the bat, but Hades is probably my favorite villain. I don't know why. He is kind of funny too, but he is very powerful. He's from the movie Hercules. He's the god of the underworld. Very scary. So yeah, that's my second pick.
Man, that's gonna be my next one. Stop. Okay, my next one. It's like, which one should I take? Like, I don't know which ones you have. So, like, I don't know. I'm going to go with Captain Hook.
Okay. That's a good one.
I picked him because I love Peter Pan. He's a pirate. I love pirates. Also, if you've seen Once Upon a Time, have you watched Once Upon a Time?
I have.
Hook and Once Upon a Time.
Oh my gosh.
In Love.
Yeah, literally.
So that's why I like Captain Hook. So gotta put him in there.
Okay, this one, I pronounce it differently every time. Dr. Philitzer.
Yeah, that was another one.
Okay, so he is the villain in Princess and the Frog. He's the Shadow Man. He has all the evil
It's kind of like a witch type of deal.
But his death at the end of the movie is by far one of like the scariest scenes in Disney history, when he's being pulled by those shadows into that grave, like, and they're all like they're like dum 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 dum, and they're all like chanting around him as he's like literally being pulled to his death. Like, that's traumatized me as a kid. So just that alone, I think he's one of the scariest ever.
That's hilarious. Okay, for my next one, I am going to choose Ursula. I feel like she got some power. I get the underwater. Like, if anything happens in the ocean, I got that covered. I'll be honest. Okay, Ariel is like my favorite princess by far. Little Mermaid, all that. But Ursula, I feel like, isn't like the best villain, to be honest.
Okay, explain.
Like, I like her because of her correlation with Ariel.
Yes,
but
just villain wise,
I feel like there's some other villains I like more than her.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I like her. If she wasn't tied to Ariel, then I feel like she'd be like lower my list.
Yeah. No, she's good. She has some good songs. Okay, my fourth pick. We're running out of like my tops.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna go with Mother Gothel.
Oh yeah.
From
Tangled.
From Tangled. And Rapunzel is my favorite princess, of course. She's evil. She's very manipulative, but she's kind of boring. Like, she doesn't really have any power. Like, she's just some girl that found this flower. But she still deserves to be on my team because she is pretty evil.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So this is our last pick then.
Yep. Gotta think of a good one.
Okay. I am going to pick, because we are in the Halloween mood. I'm going to be doing Oogie Boogie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oogie Boogie is from The Nightmare Before Christmas. People debate whether it's a Christmas or a Halloween movie. I think it is both, but I kind of lean more towards the Halloween, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie is technically, I guess, their villain in there. Very spooky guy if you want to search him up. And he has some cool power type, kind of, I feel like genie type powers. We can like do hallucinations.
Yeah, true.
Weird stuff.
True.
I don't know. And I feel like he's just like the Halloween villain. So
yeah, he is at Disney a lot during these times. Okay. Trying to think of a good last one. And the one jumping out at me, I got a list of all the Disney villains. Oh, that one was a good one too. But I think I'm going to go with, I guess, sorry. Okay. Hans.
Okay.
From Frozen.
Okay.
He's just jumping out at me. He's another one where he's just a guy.
Yeah.
But he broke Anna's heart.
I know.
How cool.
He definitely is a villain.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Frozen, he's bad.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, he's even worse because he starts out and he like gets everyone's like everyone loves him and he's manipulating everyone and everyone thinks he's just this great guy. And then he goes and does the 180 and says, "Oh, Anna, if only someone loved you," and then dips and she freezes to death. Yeah, no. Truly evil.
Dude, that was
very greedy. Just wanted the throne. We don't like him.
He's annoying. Okay, so honorable mention.
Okay,
I thought was just funny is Sid from Toy Story.
When I looked up Disney villains, he came up, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Okay. Sid is like the boy that takes toys and like puts them apart and like makes new ones. He's like Frankenstein, but for toys in Toy Story. And I just think it's so funny. But he's one of the characters that you can like meet and greet.
No way, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Disney. Yeah, and I see like TikToks of him.
I didn't see that.
He is hilarious. Hilarious. I love Sid just from seeing these videos of him.
Oh
from
my
Disney.
God.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Okay, so kind of a little run through. You might have won this one. It's okay.
No, we both got it.
I always pick like the funny ones. I don't know. Okay, my villain team is Gaston, Captain Hook, Evil Queen, Ursula, and Oogie Boogie.
And mine is Maleficent, Hades, Dr. Philitzer, Mother Gothel, and Hans.
Okay. I'm team 1.
Amanda is team 2. Please let us know.
That's weird. Team 2. All right. Let us know. You can
tweet at 1077 The Bronx. 1077 The Bronx on Twitter. Please let us know.
Please let us know. I want to know. Okay. So that was a little villain draft. That was just for fun.
Yes.
And now we're going to go into
Now
Halloween.
it's serious.
Now we're getting serious. We're talking about
Mickey's Not So Scary.
information. I know. It's a very serious topic.
Yes.
So, Mickey's Not So Scary. It used to be called Boo Bash, right? Mm-hmm. Something like Boo Bash, and they've had different names, different parties.
So I looked up some history. So originally the Halloween party started in 1975. Yes, at what is now called Disney Springs. That was the first Halloween party.
Really?
Then it moved to the Contemporary Resort for a little bit, and now it is at Magic Kingdom. The first one at Magic Kingdom was one night only. It was in 1995, and the ticket costed $16.
Which back then,
yeah.
But
that is crazy.
It's different.
But yeah, it was one night only. This year, there was 37 events, but the first one was just one night only in 1995 in Magic Kingdom.
Wow. That's so interesting. Imagine it being one night only. You know how much people probably fought to get those tickets?
God. I'm sure it's sold out in like a second.
Yeah. That's crazy. Actually, that's just one night only. Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's also a lot of preparation.
Oh, yeah. For just one night. But yeah, and then every year after that, they added more and more. And then we had 37 this year, which that's a good amount. A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it started in August. I think the first one was in August, and the last one... Is the last one Halloween, or does it go like a week after?
I'm not sure. I feel like they would probably end it then after Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm not completely sure, but that's what I'm guessing, because you know how then the next day it's going to be like Christmas or fall or something like that.
They do want to start that Christmas, so
yeah.
Let's just say the last one's on Halloween, because I think that's true.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess a little bit facts about what makes Not So Scary and Halloween celebrations are like today in Disney World. If you went today, the tickets for the events are sold out now for Disney. I feel like the Mickey Not So Scary party sells out very fast, so that's to go to the party. That's something that you have to like do in advance, which is kind of annoying at times, but if you're planning to go on Halloween, then you got it. We've both never been to the actual Halloween party before. You said you've been there during Halloween time, just not the party.
Yeah, so I've seen the park all decorated, but I haven't been to the event.
So during the day before the party, is everything just normal? It's just decorated? Or is there any differences?
Yeah. There's exclusive merch that is just put out at the event, but there is like the general Halloween merch that's out during the day, and I did get some of that, and it is very cute. But there's like pumpkins everywhere. That's pretty much it. It's just like everything's like orange, like there's like banner, like it's just very decorated for the event, which was also very cute. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
I have like a Halloween merch that I got from Cast Connections, because in Cast Connections, which is the store for cast members, we can get discounted like stuff and merch basically and food. They have like Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff in there like all year, because all the stuff that they don't sell out of for like the holiday stuff, they normally have a lot extra. So I got the Halloween, I think, spirit jersey and sweatpants, and they're really cute. It's a little pumpkin with like a Mickey in the pumpkin.
Yeah, the sweatpants are really cute.
Okay, so admission. I have up the website here. You can just search it up. But for Mickey's Not So Scary, it took, about 37 days. Oh, from August 12th to Halloween.
Yeah, so the last one is Halloween.
It's the last time. The time that it takes place is 7 p.m. to midnight. So basically I think you can start coming in at 7 p.m., but I think it's exclusively for the party from 10 to 12 or something.
You can come into the park at 4. And if you have the Not So Scary ticket, if you don't have the Not So Scary ticket, if you're just a regular day guest, you have to be out by 6, where usually the park would close at, I think, 10. So if that's kind of unfortunate if you're not there for the event and just going there for the day.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to plan that way.
Park hop, do Magic Kingdom in the morning, park hop to another park.
Like if you want a full day of Magic Kingdom, you don't want to schedule it on a day there's an event if you're not going to the event because you have to be out by 6. But yeah, you can come in a little bit earlier with the Not So Scary ticket, and it's really recommended because if you want to do any rides, do them before, because once the event starts, you're not going to want it. They're either going to be like really long, or you should just focus on the event only stuff.
Mm-hmm. And did you work iridescent nights?
I worked, 2 of them, I think.
Okay, so we both worked what like party nights are like. Obviously, it's different than like a park-wide type of event. I haven't worked, like as far as like working parties and stuff like that, the only holiday I've worked was 4th of July. And
I worked 4th of July too.
Yeah, so we had... Magic Kingdom has like a DJ come out and we do like 4th of July kind of celebration dance party in front of the castle. And then we have the special 4th of July fireworks, which are all right. So I worked those July 3rd and July 4th because they have like the both of those days. So that was only really holiday. Oh, you know what? I was there for Easter too. I was there Easter.
I probably was.
Yeah, but the only thing really special they do for Easter is they have an Easter parade, and it was like really cute. It was a cute parade.
Easter, I think I probably worked Easter too because being on the DCP. Nothing was different. I'm sure we just had like candy in the break room or something, but like nothing in the park was different.
Yeah, there's not big difference for like smaller ones like that, but for Halloween and Christmas is really the 2 things that they specialize on for Disney.
Epcot did have an egg hunt, now that I remember. It wasn't like my attraction didn't do anything, but around the World Showcase, there were hidden eggs in some of the pavilions, and there was like, they did a lot of those where there was like hunts with like the cards, and you would buy the card and then you would turn in the completed card and get like a cup or like something. So for the Halloween Mickey's Not So Scary, if you're going to the party at night, again, that's different than if you're just going in general. So it's also then a separate ticket price. So it's about minus tax, $120 and then probably up depending on the day. Again, they're sold out now, but this is average of what they were this year. So that's for the whole party. But you do get a lot in the party. Yes.
And I am actually very sad.
I know.
That I wasn't here for Halloween. I've never been here for Halloween or Christmas, like just even in Florida, like during those times. So I really wanted to go this year, just didn't work out, like to go visit.
Yeah, same.
Or work it. I've been seeing all my friends who are still working there, having the time of their lives. And I just really wish I could have, I get to see like all this stuff every night. Like that'd be so cool. Their costumes are cute too. So once it hits Halloween party time, the costumes change. So now PAC, instead of us, we normally had like the red vest and whatever normal costume. Now we have the Halloween party costume. It's really cute. It's like you get to wear like bat ears.
Yeah, it is really cute. Those Halloween
it's like
costumes.
Green and yellow and black, and it's so cute. It's really cute. You get to wear I could have worn like a dress.
I know. I really wanted to wear a dress.
Yeah, definitely search it up so you can see what it looks like. Search up like the Mickey's Not So Scary, like PAC costumes or like cast member costumes, because it's not just PAC wearing those costumes. It's like anyone who's
on like Main Street, right?
Yeah, anyone on Main Street, and just like kind of in general that's working during the party will be wearing those. That's like out in the open. So I definitely recommend. I know actually one time, like in a little bit ago, there was something I heard about where they got to choose like 3 or 4 PAC people, and they got to put them in makeup as like ghosts, and they would stand next to one of the. We also are in charge of the Main Street vehicles, which are like the old vehicles that go around the Main Street and around the castle. So you like stand there with it and like give candy, I guess. Yeah. I'm not really sure. That was like something I heard about, and I was like, I want to be a ghost. Like, what?
Yeah.
But they would, give out candy and stuff like that, which is really fun. But we'll get back with what exactly you will be getting with Mickey's Not So Scary Party, and also maybe a little bit about Universal. Hi, everyone.
We're back,
and not gonna lie, we did some research during the little commercial break. We've learned some stuff, and I'm kind of going crazy here right now.
Yeah.
So we were looking at characters at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party that you can meet. So there's something special about the party, which is kind of the appeal, is that you'll see characters that you'll only see during this Halloween party. The parade, there's a Halloween parade, completely different characters. Same with meet and greets. They have a lot of meet and greets with characters you probably won't see any other time of the year. And I'm so jealous right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Some of these on here, I'm like, what? Should have just gone.
So, do you have a character that you've always wanted to meet, but like you haven't? Or like, do you have a character that's like, oh my gosh, if I could meet anyone, it would be this person?
I don't know.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was there for what, like 6.5 months? Like 7 months basically. And the one character I wanted to meet is Prince Eric. Ariel's my favorite princess. We talked about this earlier. Eric is my favorite prince. I'm in love with him. And I never got to meet him during the whole time. I was like, I have so much time. He has to pop out like at least once. Like, and I'm literally working with like parades and like all the shows. I'm like, I have to be able to meet him at some point. Somehow he has to be. I'm in a good position to meet him if he comes. No.
And he never
came. And there was one time I found out that he was out, and it was for the Princess Marathon. Disney does marathons, and then they'll have like characters that you can meet while you're like running. I would have ran a whole marathon to meet Prince Eric. And they're expensive too to do. I would have paid the money. I would have ran just to meet him. Anyway.
Now that you say that, I've always like, because I was trying to, like, I've gone to a lot of meet and greets, like, when I was, like, a kid and stuff, so I'm like, like, I don't really think of anything, but I've always had a meet and greet with Rapunzel, but never with Flynn Rider. So I feel like if I got the chance to, like, talk to Flynn Rider, I'd be like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
He'd probably be so funny, too. I think the two of them together, that would be, like, the perfect meet and greet for me.
So good.
But, yeah, the princesses are usually just never out in general. It's always, like, the princesses.
Except for Festival of Fantasy, the princesses have their princes with them, like, on the float.
Flynn Rider's in the show, but,
Yeah.
But Ariel doesn't?
No, Ariel's on her own, and, like, she's, like, in a really big, like, shell. She's like, by herself, and she has, like, fish around her, whatever.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have Prince Eric with her.
Wow.
Dude.
No, justice for Prince Eric, for sure.
I know. He's, like, such a rare person to find.
Yeah.
And it makes me very sad.
But apparently he is at this Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yes. We're looking at all the characters here. Sorry. I can go on forever about Prince Eric. And you can meet Prince Eric and Ariel at the Halloween party. That makes me so mad.
I know that we didn't go.
So we're going to go down the characters. I guess you can, like, meet and greet or that or there, and you can, like, see. So we have Mickey and Minnie. They're going to be in their Halloween costumes. We have Jack Skellington and Sally.
That's a really good one.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've been seeing TikToks of Jack Skellington, and he's so cool.
Yeah, they're both really funny, and they're, like, always so in character. Their meet and greets are really fun.
The next one is Jack Sparrow. You can actually meet Jack Sparrow any time of the year. He meets right, like, across from Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride. It's so cool. I love seeing him. I would literally, like, walk past that area just so I can, like, see him.
I've never seen him, but I've seen so many videos of him. He's another one too that's, like, really funny that, like, you can say anything to him and he'll have a response.
Yeah. And then we have Aladdin, Butt, and Abu.
I'm confused. Is there a monkey? Have you seen
Honestly,
that?
I haven't seen it.
Or is it like a big Abu? Like, he's like the size of, hold on.
So it's Aladdin, Boo, and then it rotates with Jasmine and Genie. So that's fun. You can meet and greet with them. And then, to make it better, you can also meet Jafar.
It is.
Let me see.
Is It's just a really big Abu, I think.
Oh, yeah, you can meet Abu. That's great.
Yeah, but that is really cool.
You can meet Jafar.
I don't think I've ever seen that costume. Jafar's a good one.
Is so cool. And then we have Belle and Gaston.
Another good one.
I love when you can meet them together.
Yeah, I like that they're together.
Prince Eric and Ariel. We talked about that. Donald Duck and Daisy Duck, but in their Halloween costumes. Goofy in his Halloween costume. Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore in their Halloween outfits. And then we have Rock and Roll Stitch.
That's another popular one.
Really cool. People love Stitch as Elvis. So basically, Stitch dresses up as Elvis. And it's pretty cool. And
it's so funny.
Then it can be Queen of Hearts in the Tweedles. Tweedledee, Tweedledum. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can also meet Alice in Wonderland with the Mad Hatter.
That's a rare one. Yeah, you never see the Mad Hatter.
That's cool. And then in the Princess Fairy Tale, which is where you can meet princesses, they're just throughout the party. And then Anastasia and Giselle.
They're really fun, too. Gisela. They're really funny, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the Princess Hall usually has Cinderella, Rapunzel, Tiana, and Elena.
Some people, I guess, you could meet before this year, but they're not doing this year, is Tarzan, Jane, and Turk. I want to meet Tarzan so badly. He's another on my list. He's right under Prince Eric. I'm sad that we don't see Tarzan that much anymore in person. Moana, the Seven Dwarves, and Lotso. Who's Lotso?
Oh, that's the bear in Toy Story, right?
Oh.
This one.
Oh, I want to meet him. What?
I also saw they had all 7 of the dwarves on there. Like, what?
Yeah, all 7 dwarves. Oh, there's Jafar.
Wow.
Okay, so you can like search it up and you can see like all the different
pictures,
people that you can meet.
Oh, there's the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter is in Festival of Fantasy. So if you're not there in Halloween time, you can see him like in the parade, which is pretty cool. Okay, so those are some of the meet and greets, and then they also have the Halloween parade, which is Boo to You Halloween. It's like Boo to You, Happy Halloween.
Yeah, you've definitely heard the song before. But
it's so cool.
That's their big parade.
Yeah, I've never seen it. But before I left, they were getting ready for Halloween, like right when I was leaving. So they were talking about like all the rules and how it was going to go, and I was like, I have to watch this parade like on YouTube so I know what it's like. It is so cool. I want to see it so badly. They have like a whole Haunted Mansion section. That's probably my favorite section of it.
Of the parade?
Yeah. And then they have like the guys with shovels and they like make sparks on the ground.
Yeah.
And then they have what else? Oh, they have a Pirates of the Caribbean section where it's a big like I think it might be the Black Pearl. I don't know, but it's a big ship. And then they have like the girl from the new Pirates of the Caribbean one that like pretends to be like Jack Sparrow, you know what I mean? We have that girl, I just forget her name. And then also I think like Jack Sparrow.
The Sanderson sisters.
The Sanderson sisters
are new this year.
Are they in the parade?
They were in some of them. There were some like Sanderson sister like special nights. Yeah, the Villain Spectacular. I think they were in the parade a little bit, but they also had that show that we're looking at right now that would come on sometimes.
Yes, so in front of Cinderella Castle, they also have a castle show, which is hosted by the Sanderson sisters, which is so cool. And then they also have a whole new fireworks show for Halloween as well. So it won't be Enchantment. It will be the Halloween special firework. Oh, I guess it's Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular. That's what it's called.
Yes.
So I think it's very like villain themed. So cool. I wish I could see that as well. Oh, so jealous. And then if you guys know the Dapper Dans, they're on Main Street. They're like the Barber Quartet. You can find them in Frontierland now.
They're in front of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. But instead of Dapper Dans, they have a new quartet of the Cadaver Dance Barbershop
They're spooky.
Quartet. Yeah. I think they're dead.
Yeah, I think
deadpan humor.
I think because they're in front of Haunted Mansion, I think they're supposed to be like the ghosts or like the characters in Haunted Mansion.
That's cool. And then food. You can go trick-or-treating all throughout.
Yes, unlimited candy. And when you walk into your event, they hand you a bag. Apparently the bags are new this year for the 50th anniversary.
Probably.
Usually, because I was reading about this a little bit, they were usually just like plastic bags that they would hand out. But this year splurged on some reusable bags. So it's a really nice, like, reusable tote bag.
Oh, that's nice. Wow.
Yeah, and it's like 50th themed, kind of, and you can go around trick-or-treating, and then when you leave, you also get another, like, gift. They hand out posters for the event, and I know people are, like, selling those posters, trading those posters, but the posters are really cool. But that's definitely a good collectible item. So
yeah,
those are also included in your ticket.
You know they're going to be on Amazon for like $100.
Yeah, no, people are selling them or like trading them for other like cool things.
Yeah.
And then we already mentioned that you have the special merch that is only at that event. So you can't get it anywhere else. And then it's going to be gone. You'll never see it ever again. And then you also have all of the cool photo ops. There's a bunch of different backgrounds you can pose in front of that are only out for the event. So those are all really cool things and shows and gifts that you get with your ticket for the event.
Yeah. So, I mean, you get a lot.
Oh, yes. And one more thing. I totally forgot. Some of the rides change.
Oh,
for
right.
the
Yes.
event. Yes.
Like
The biggest thing. The biggest thing. So some of the rides get like a Halloween makeover for the event. So
cool.
You have to ride these rides during the event because this is the only time that they'll look like this. So for example, Pirates of the Caribbean have live actors instead of the animatronics. There's live actors throughout the ride.
So cool.
That are like just acting out the ride. And like, so that's a really cool thing. Space Mountain, the lights are completely off and the music changes for it to be like more scary.
So it's like, this is like a lot of people like try to like, it's like on their bucket list to ride Space Mountain pitch black.
Pitch black. No lights at all.
Yeah. So that's what they do at Halloween time, which is so cool. If you've been on Space Mountain, you can like kind of see the track still a little bit, even though it's in the dark, but you have like the lights, like cause it's like in Galaxy, but in Halloween, they turn the lights off. It's pitch dark. Oh, it sounds so much fun.
Yep, and new music. The Mad Tea Party, which is like the swirling teacup ride, they have special lights, like orange lights, green lights we're looking at too, and then their music changes for the ride. That's kind of like Halloween music. And then the last one, I just said that Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor got a makeover. I'm looking at it now. It looks like some projections and maybe some of the content, like the jokes are more Halloween based, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so just the storyline's a little different because now you're helping the monsters learn about Halloween. So it's just like Halloween themed, basically.
Yeah,
those are
the only ones that I saw.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff. So I think you get a lot, like for going into the party. I also feel like that's a lot to like bunch into like a few hours.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's like a whole thing.
Definitely something I want to do.
Oh yeah, me too. And then we're gonna kind of talk about who's like across the street.
Yeah, the competitor.
Universal, and kind of talking about the differences between them too, because Halloween is very, very different between Universal Studios and Disney. So Disney is called Mickey's Not So Scary. It's based on family, kid friendly, not scary at all. It just has, the villains, but Disney villains aren't like that scary. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a really fun time. Now, Halloween Horror Nights, which is Universal Studios' version of their like Halloween party. Theirs is very much more adult centered. So for anyone who's like going, I wouldn't bring your kids here, but if you're going with like a group of friends or whatever that you're like 18 plus, and you're into the spooky like scary stuff, I definitely recommend the Halloween Horror Nights as well. They're very different vibes. They actually have full haunted houses. So they have 10 haunted houses this year.
Wow, that's a lot.
Within. Yeah. It's crazy. 10 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, which is where, when you're walking around the park, there's scare zones where they're going to have scare actors all throughout. So when you're walking around, you're going to get scared.
Yeah, people are going to chase you and jump out in front of you.
And then they have 2 live shows, which are definitely adult-centered live shows. I've seen a few of them, not like in person, but my roommate my roommate who still is working at Disney, still in her college program till January, she is a big Universal fan too, a big Halloween Horror Night fan. So on her Snapchat, I see her there like every night. So I feel like I've learned more about Halloween Horror Nights just from her Snapchat story. But something you can do that's a little different, the singular tickets for Halloween Horror Nights versus Mickey's Not So Scary, they're a little bit less, and also they're not sold out. So you can buy tickets like day of. For I was like looking at it for Halloween Horror Nights. Because
they have this event pretty much every day. And so the Mickey's Not So Scary will have the event like twice a week. Halloween Horror Nights, you have that event every day. Yeah. So there's definitely a lot more opportunities to go, and it's not sold out.
Yeah, exactly. So you can go tonight if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's go.
Which is really nice. Yeah, you're just like, go fly over.
Yeah.
And then also something really cool, because they do have it so much. So they also have like a pass. So I personally have an annual pass to Universal Studios. So if I wanted to, if I went now, I would be able to go to like the day, be able to get in for the day for Universal. But once it hits Halloween Horror Nights time, then it's like a separate fee, because then you have to like buy a ticket for that party. But they also are now selling a pass for the Halloween Horror Nights party. So that's what my old roommate has. She has a pass, so basically she can go to Halloween Horror Nights all the time, which she does. So I feel like that's something like cool if you live there and you want to go to Halloween Horror Nights a lot. And you love haunted houses, love scary things, I definitely recommend getting the pass and then just being able to go all the time, especially because they have so many haunted houses and they're really long lines, that maybe you want to do, like 3 today and then do 3 tomorrow, instead of having to try to get them all done at 10. Get all 10 done in that day.
Yeah. I'm looking at all of them now, all the different themes for the houses.
The Weeknd has one, which is like the Weeknd, like the band.
That's like that's like their big one this year.
Yeah, apparently it's like pretty good.
Yeah, apparently it's really scary, but I'm trying to figure out like what is it even about? Because it's the Weeknd.
I don't know.
It says you love his music, but can you survive his mind? Uh-oh, he's crazy. The Weeknd is about to stalk your squad through his Wait, what? He's just following you. A surreal living nightmare from his after hours videos. His nightmare is now yours.
Oh. They also have one about bugs. I don't know if I'll be able to do that one.
And I'm like, no.
Just gigantic bugs coming at you. They have one that is like in your like a theater or something like that. That might have been last year.
I'm interested in the Bloomhouse one.
Yes, Bloomhouse is like a horror movie production company, basically. Yeah. And so they have a haunted house this year. I don't know what all it says is centered on.
They're centered on the ruthless serial killer in Freaky and the evil kidnapper in the new movie, The Black Phone, which I did see that movie. It is really scary. So imagining him running after me, yeah, no thanks. And then there's the big one on the Halloween and Michael Myers series.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a really good one. That'd be a good one. And then there's some like classic ones. So there's one about like Dracula and like a werewolf and a mummy.
I like that one. I feel like I could handle that one.
Yeah, that's like classic. There's a Chupacabra one.
Oh, interesting. They have like so many different ones.
Yeah. A prison themed one.
Okay. There's like a Saw one, I think, like Chainsaw. They like
that's probably this Descendants of Destruction.
Probably.
Deeper, darker, deadlier. Sorry, go.
You're good. I don't like chainsaws, so like I would not be able to do that. The sound is just so much.
That's true.
Even though like the chainsaws aren't actually gonna like kill you, or like they're not gonna like hit you with it. It's not like an actual blade on it. But like the sound is enough for me to just
it's like so loud. And then there's one, You're Dead in the Water. So
interesting.
In a New England fishing village, undead fishermen emerge from the waves to seek their revenge. You and your scream squad may have escaped their hooks in the scare zone. Now they'll reel you in and drag you under. Hey, that one sounds cool because that one's kind of like pirates or like or cool. Fishermen, I guess. But yeah, that one's interesting. I want to go now. I'm sad that I didn't go. These all look so good.
I just feel like, I don't know. There's a lot of fun things that are happening during Halloween night. Yeah. Also, if you're only going for one day, Universal also sells kind of like their express pass they do for during the day, but for Halloween Horror Nights. So if you want to pay like $100 extra, I'll get you the express pass, basically being able to skip the lines.
Yeah, and if you're going for one day, I would highly recommend that because apparently these lines get crazy long.
Yeah.
So like I have one friend who goes all the time. He has the pass and he posts on Snap, and he says that like he'll go for the night and he'll only have time to do like 2, maybe 3 houses without the express pass. So if you're going for one day, definitely get that express pass if you want to do all of them in one day. Because if you don't, it's kind of impossible. Same thing with Disney in general, though. Like, if you don't have Genie Plus, like, and you won't get on as many rides as you would wish. So that's why I love Genie Plus. But.
Yeah. If you're definitely going for one day, I recommend it. So, as you can tell, they're very different between Halloween Horror Nights and Mickey's Not So Scary. I think both are great in their own ways. I feel like our age range are like 18 plus. If you like scary things, then you can benefit for both of the Halloween events, both Disney's and Universal's, because they're so different. I feel like it's just doing both. We get like a very nice, well-rounded Halloween celebration.
Yeah.
If you have kids, I just suggest the Mickey Not So Scary.
Or if you don't like haunted houses, and then the Disney one is probably more centered on, you know, you wear your costume to the park and you're going trick or treating. Like Halloween Horror Nights, like you're just going to walk through the houses. So it really depends, like how into dressing up are you, how into being scared are you. It's just kind of more your preference on how you like to celebrate.
Yeah. So we thought we would talk about, in our last few minutes here, costumes that we have seen in the parks, costumes that maybe we have worn, Halloween ideas, etc. So I know I actually don't think I was working this day, or I was going to Magic Kingdom as a guest, and I saw these two kids with their mom, and I knew the mom was so proud, right? This is not even like, here's the thing about Disney, like it doesn't matter if it's Halloween time or not, people come dressed up. They either Disney bound, which is basically when you're dressing up as a Disney character, but when you're an adult, you can't like go full out because they don't want you to get messed up.
Like look like the character. Like you can't look too much like the character.
Yeah. So to get around that, adults Disney bound, which is like if I'm doing Winnie the Pooh, then I'm wearing like a yellow shirt, like a red skirt. That's what my friend did once, you know? So
like you just match like the color, kind of just like the general aesthetic of the character.
Yeah, so it's like kind of Disney bounding. But kids go like full out, or their parents go full out, and the kids wear it. You know what I mean? So I've seen some pretty like fun Disney characters just like throughout the time, just because it is Disney, and that's one of the things that people love doing when they're there. So there were these two kids, and like then the mom was there, and I heard her talking to like another family. We were like on the monorail riding up to Magic Kingdom, and someone was like, "Oh my goodness, it's so pretty," and she was talking about them, and she said that she got up like way early in the morning to do this. They had a wig, they had full makeup, they had a whole dress. I don't know if I like the whole makeup thing, just because they were like kind of young, but
yeah, true.
I mean, it was just because it was like a lot.
Really?
Right? Yeah. But it was like so cool looking at the same time, you know? So the one girl was Cruella.
Oh, yeah. Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. So she had like a black and white wig. Wow. It was like big. It kind of turned into like a twist braid thing.
Okay.
And then she had the full outfit. And then she had like the makeup to go with it. And then she had her younger sibling. And I forget who the younger sibling was. But had the same like full wig, full like everything, and there was these two little kids just like walking. I should say like one was probably like third grade, and the other one was like younger, but maybe a little bit younger. I don't know.
You know, the younger one probably got sick of that wig after 2 seconds.
Oh yeah. I don't know how long they lasted, but I did see them like watch Festival Fantasy like later that day, or like I saw them like around the park. I forget if I was working later in the day or not. I don't know, but I like saw them around, and I was like, but it was so cute. But they woke up like super early to do this. I'm like, Magic Kingdom or just like going to parks in general is already so much. Like I'm not gonna wake up way earlier than I need to. But it was really cool. That was probably the one that like stuck out to me the most. Have you had any that like stuck out to you?
I can't think of any like particular scenario, but there's definitely been like adults where I was like they like have like the full dresses with like the like those like little cages, like all the layers, like the dress is like all poofed out and everything, and I'm like,
do they fit in the seat, like the skirt? Because Soarin's like really close together.
They'll shove it in there sometimes. Like we had there was one event where it was like a Dapper Day or something.
Oh yeah, Dapper Day.
Yeah.
I did Dapper Day in Hollywood Studios.
And yeah, so all these girls were coming in with like these like, I don't know, is it 50s kind of dresses with like, it's like pooped out, and yeah, they would shove it all in the seat, but then the guys come in with like the hats and the little canes. It was really cute.
I love Dapper Day. I did it Hollywood Studios. We took pictures and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun.
I didn't even know that was a thing. And then I came into work and I'm like, why is everyone so dressed up? And someone was like, oh, it's Dapper Day. And I'm like, what is that?
Which is funny because it's not technically a thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's
Disney
not like
does.
an event.
It's just like thing that like Disney fans have created basically. And now it's just like a thing.
It was really cool though. Everyone went so full out.
Yeah, they have one in Epcot and one in Hollywood Studios. Like earlier in the year, I think it was like May-ish.
Yeah, something around there.
Somewhere around there, yeah, a little earlier in the year. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is another time that people dress up like outside of Halloween, especially adults. What I feel like is there probably a lot this year. I mean, obviously we're not there right now, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Sanderson sisters.
Yeah, with the Hocus Pocus 2 movie. Yeah, that's definitely a popular character that they're showing. Like it's like the Sanderson sisters are all over like the merch and the shows and I'm sure a bunch of kids. I subbed a dance class the other day and I was like, oh, what Disney music? And there's all Hocus Pocus 2, Hocus Pocus 2. I'm like, you guys know what that is? Like, I don't know. I feel like Hocus Pocus is such an old movie, and now because of the second one, all these kids are like knowing about it now, and I'm like,
I wonder if they knew it before that.
Yeah, I bet not. I don't think I've ever watched it before the second one.
What? I didn't even watch the second one yet, so that was like...
Well, yeah, I haven't watched the second one yet, but I watched the first one because the second one was coming out.
Growing up, Hocus Pocus, me and Mom were talking about this the other day. Hocus Pocus is one of like the Halloween movies that we watch every year.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, it's like an older movie, so like it's been, I don't know when it came out, but like now Hocus Pocus 2 coming out so much later. But it is so cool. Fun thing about Hocus Pocus, I guess, because this is like the big Halloween thing that Disney's producing this year for Halloween. When I was working a little bit later in my program, probably like June, we had like a Hocus Pocus night, actually. I don't know why we did Hocus Pocus. I don't know why we did Halloween. I don't know. We were doing like a Halloween night. I don't know. And so we got to go to Hollywood Studios backstage. Wow. They have the animation building, which I could talk about in like the next show or another show that we're doing about like all about the animation building. But it's like, it was pretty awesome. And they have a screening room in there, which is where they screen movies before they like let them out in the public. So they rented it out for us pack to kind of like go and have like a fun night. They brought pizza, food, stuff like that. You can't eat like in the theater, but yeah. So we got to watch Hocus Pocus in like the animation building, like screening room, and it was so cool. And they're probably doing that to like get excited for Hocus Pocus 2 because it was already like, you know, like announced and all that. I was low-key in my brain really hoping that they would surprise us and just put Hocus Pocus 2 on there like before it released.
Yeah.
But then now I like thought about it, I was like, well, they probably didn't even have it finished like editing by then, you know?
Yeah.
Like movies finished editing like really kind of close to like opening. So I was like, that's probably why they didn't show it. But that was really cool.
No, I feel like I'm like gonna watch Hocus Pocus 2 now today. Yeah, I need to see it. I've heard mixed reviews.
Really?
Yeah, maybe we can briefly. We have to watch it and then we'll give our reviews in the next episode.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I have to watch it like for Halloween at some point. I have to watch it soon, I guess, because like Halloween is this weekend.
Well, yeah. Oh my gosh,
dude, that's crazy.
It snuck up on us.
It did.
I was like, oh, I don't have to think about my Halloween costume now. It's September, and now next week is Halloween, and I still have no costume. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scary, but it'll be fun. And at least now I feel like Halloween is kind of like back to normal in a way. Like after the years of having like very like quiet Halloweens.
True.
This year it's like, yay, now everything's back to normal.
Kids are gonna be trick or treating again.
Oh my goodness, that's wild. Aw.
Yeah.
I haven't gone trick or treating in so long, but when we had like a screen here, we had trunk or treat. So I like trick or treated in quotes.
Yeah.
For the first time in like 10 years. So I was like, it's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was our Halloween
thank
special.
you for listening, guys.
We hope everyone has an amazing Halloween this year.
And safe Halloween.
Yes, please stay safe. Okay? Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.